Emmanuel, God is Emmanuel, God is with us. It's got a lot of canes. This is a bush runner bean. The beans are odd shaped. I'll show you another one. But I'm in Southern California. Our soil is so alkaline that I can grow onions and peas together. Okay? These are sweet peas. Some more runner beans in a pot. And see, it's making more beans there. These bush runner beans are giving me more runner beans than my tall one. My tall one hasn't started flowering yet, but I'm looking forward to it. These are carrots. Just for you guys that don't know, this is a carrot. These are carrots. And these are some radishes that I thought they were really nice, and they're really big radishes, so I let them go to seed. See how huge that radish is? I'm hoping that as a result of keeping those big radishes and letting them go to seed, that next year I'll have more radishes instead of greens. I had a lot of ones with greens. I'm definitely going to let parsley go to seed. I'm going to eat all these leaves, but the final set, when it starts to go to seed, I'm going to allow it. Show you, when it seeds, it looks like a Christmas tree. If this happened around Christmas time, see how it gets tall and like a tree? This one is going to give me lots of parsley seed, and I'm really excited about that. I think it's pretty too. Everything else in the pot is passed on, and the pansies are starting to come out though, so I'll leave this while it's flowering and it gives me seeds. After it gives me seeds, I'll pull everything out of the pot except for the pansy, and I'm gonna root some sweet pea cuttings. I'm sorry, some sweet potato cuttings, because the roots in here are probably huge and there's not any space for dirt in there. It's probably all old sweet potatoes because I haven't taken them out in years. But I'm going to wait until after this seeds. So all while it's flowering, I'm leaving everything and I'll just keep watering it. But after it finishes, it's time for me. These potatoes in here, roots have been in here for years, so I'm sure they've shaped themselves gnarly to the pot. I don't know if they're edible, but I want to move my sweet potatoes to a larger space. And more carrots here. Oh, I forgot my exciting thing. I left one of these peas. You saw my pea video. I left one. Look, it got all fat. I'm going to take this one off now. I want to get is these little peas have given me more peas than in the ground. Oh, I got some more pea news. Let me show you. Oh, so much. Here in my flower bed, the tansies are flowering good. But, I don't know if you could, maybe I'm on the wrong side. Look at all those peas. There's one, two, I'll go from the other side. I don't think you can see them as good here. I have so much news in peas. And I was saying I wasn't going to have peas this year because we had a cold season, and I didn't realize that would delay the pea season. We're still having frost at night, but the peas are now setting. Oh, somebody ate one of the peas, so it would have been even more peas. See, one pea there is eaten off, and then we got 2 peas remaining, and these were growing hanging down. I'm sure I never would have saw those peas, but I decided to make it go up, and all of a sudden I'm seeing peas. And I noticed that the ends of these are bitten off. So I think I'm going to just train them to go up. No, not like that. You gotta climb, girl, climb. So that I can at least see the peas. You know, I don't mind sharing. The tansy's flowering nice. I don't see any bees on it. But I'll keep trying to grow plants for the bees and the hummingbirds and whatever else. If I keep trying, you know, you go online, they say, oh, the bees love this. You don't see any bees. But I keep trying, and eventually I'm going to have a pollinator garden. I'll have to learn it for myself, though. The ads don't tell you anything. I haven't seen the hummingbirds on these runner beans either, but they are definitely fruiting. Yeah, these runner beans are fruiting for me. They're flowering in a cooler season, and they're fruiting. Whereas the other runner beans are going to be flowering in heat, and we'll see what we get. Over here, this is my big peas. This is a turnip that went to seed before I forgot about it. And I've been getting like 1 or 2 off of this. You see, okay, maybe it's just the weather needed to warm up a little, because now I see 3 and 4 peas on that one, and I ate that pea. Okay, so usually our pea season is in the winter. It is it's May. And pea season is winding up normally in May, but pea season is just starting this year, I guess. There's more peas developing there. Okay, so I just got it wrong this year. I didn't realize that the temperature made that big of a difference. And the pea vines aren't as big as they normally are because I haven't been watering or anything. But the nasturtiums, I'm having a bumper crop of nasturtium. Lots of nasturtiums to eat. Pretty flowers for the hummingbird. Pretty leaves for me. And the leaves aren't too big, so I'm not over fertilizing, that's for sure. Yeah. And when the nasturtiums are gone, you'll see that there are tomatoes in there. And I'll be filling in more tomatoes. My cucumbers got 8, so I got to grow bigger cucumber plants before I put them in the ground. I'm going to get them to be a foot tall before I put them in the ground. And I'm shaping up my topiaries here, trying to make lollipops with them. But I'm not doing it too quickly because I want to make sure I get the shape I want. These are pomegranates. They're the easiest plant for me to topiary. I keep killing my rosemary plants, and I eat my sweet bay, so I won't topiary that. I'm gonna keep that in a triangle, long triangle, vase shape, I guess. But these I want to be lollipops, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I just trim it a little at the time, and you see all my trimmings right next to it. Yeah, but I'm happy. It's time for me to cut the grass again and put some more soil and fertilizer. Oh, look at that. I think you might have missed it. A little bee was over there doing his thing. Oh, I don't know if there's a little bee around my feet, just buzzing around. Actually, quietly going from flower to flower. And I can see him. There he is. Is he not making a noise at all? Must be a native bee. I don't know. But I'm happy to see pollinators in the garden because, you know, pumpkins are my love, and my pumpkins are about to flower, and I want bees to be interested in my garden. I want them to come here and check on me. Look at those nasturtiums. Wow. Wow. The potato patch has become a cabbage patch with some onions, as many onions as I could muster. And I put my iris there, so whenever it comes to, it'll have some flowers. I got it last year, or maybe this year, as a bare root, and I thought it was dead. I called the company and I was asking for a refund. They're like, no, it's alive. And I was like, oh, never mind. Boy, I had her in a pot. She's so drought tolerant. I barely watered, and she has just increased. There's 4 of them there. So whenever those flower, I should have a good show. The leaves are so colorful. Very happy with that one. It's white and green. I like the colors. I'm already not watering enough for the raspberry. The newly planted ones, after they get established and they have more of a root system, they'll be fine. This is Willamette. And these have held up to the snails. I had to hold them a long time, and now I have to, I can't fertilize them too much, because if they have tender leaves, you see the snails are already on them. If they have tender leaves, well, the snails are going to come in there and want to eat those tender leaves. But if I keep the leaves relatively tough, I have snail damage. This is new snail damage. But this plant can outgrow that. That's cauliflower. So some of those are cabbages. Some broccoli. The snails don't like this one. And this is the one I like the leaves of. This is Spigorino. So very happy to have found a plant that the snails don't like. The squirrel likes it. But there's so much food in the garden right now, she's eating all my potatoes, which is why my potato harvest for me was so lousy. But I know for next time I plant more potatoes. If you look, you can see how she's dug in there and ate all the potatoes, so there's no point in me worrying about it. When she gets tired of it, whatever potatoes come up then. Oh, this one's flowering. So her eating the potatoes didn't do it any harm. How about that? Well, that's great. So I'll try and harvest after the flowers whatever potatoes are coming up there. And some new potatoes escaped her of my new plant, and I see one survived her. She ate all the others, I guess. But it's a cabbage patch now, and the cabbages are looking. Oh, brassica patch. I've got all intermingled broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, maybe Brussels sprouts. I don't know. I won't know until they start taking shape. Like this one looks like it could be a Brussels sprout. And this could be a cabbage or a cauliflower. Only God knows what that is. But these were the biggest ones I had, so I put them all here so that as they get tougher and tougher, because it's summertime, I'll have some green vegetables for the summer. And yeah, I'm just getting caught off guard by the flowers. So pretty. So pretty. Next year I'm going to invest in a few different new of these flowers. Something called Milkmaid. I want to see if I can find that. And then there's a purple one. What do you think? All my browns and rust and reds, orange and yellows intermingled with Milkmaid is supposed to be a whiter one. And then I'm going to see about the purple one. But I like what I have right now. This bright orange. I really love this bright orange. It's so pretty to me. And lots of these brown ones. And I showed you my flowering of the amaryllis. I have a couple more coming up soon. And there's bare root roses in there. If I had more onions, I would definitely plant more onions here too. I want onions, either onions or beans, interplanted with everything. So right now, this is just roses and amaryllis, but if I had some more onions, I would plant them intermingled there. So next year, I got to try and be a better onion farmer, because if you look, you'll see my little onions have been recently planted. But I could have used another 100 onions just for this area and this area. The next year I'm trying to do 1,000 onions so I can fill up that. And then over here, next year I want to have lots of onions. Yeah. Over here, this year tomatoes, but next year onions. And I would intermingle tomatoes and onions, but these are all peas. So peas, and then followed by beans, and then next year onions. I would have done more onions this year, but I just didn't have any more. The only onions, I have a few onions left. Let me see, where are my onions? See those few onions there? A few onions here, and a few onions there. I was really trying with the onions. A few little teeny tiny onions there. Oh my. This one came out the ground. And as hard as I'm trying, can't have that. Everybody else is good? Yeah. So you see, I got a few onions here and there. See, I have some onions there, some onions there, but it's not nearly enough. I think these are chives. I don't count those as onions, because onions get fatter. See, I'm trying to grow onions with everything. And I got some really exciting onions over here. Boy, I'm rambling. I need to, these are the size I like to transplant. And they have lettuces with them, so yeah, it's time to get these transplanted, these onions here. Either that or eat them. See, those have an onion ball on them already, so. But that's all the onion I got. Oh, and if you waited this long, look at this beautiful jonquil. I have no idea what kind it is, but she is gorgeous. It's late in the year, it's May, so she's got to be a jonquil. Just gorgeous. Such a treat to have a late season jonquil, so delicate and beautiful. I definitely want more of those, but I don't know what she is, which is gonna make it difficult. Yeah. So I guess I've rambled on and shared enough. God bless you.